I don't know what episode it is. Yo,
Yo,
we
yeah.
live? Are we live? Charlamagne, live?
In case you're wondering, the deer got him. That's all I can say.
He's fell victim to Bambi. All I could hear was who's gonna be venison now. It was crazy. Yo, what's the word, everybody? I don't know if anybody's here. There's people here. This is episode 52 of the PR Project. I'm Aaron Worldwide.
I'm Gary as a runner.
You might realize that there's someone missing. He's having some Wi-Fi issues, but I'm sure he will be joining us shortly. But in the meantime, I figure we would not keep you guys waiting because we were coming up on 10 minutes, and that's rude to leave y'all waiting at the door. So, yeah, we figure we just jump into it and get it rolling. What's up, Gary? How you feeling today, man?
I'm feeling good. Honestly, this is I hit 76 miles this week, which I don't remember hitting that many miles in any of my training, to be honest with you. And I felt good. Like I closed out this 18 miler today strong and had a good workout on Thursday. So I'm hoping I'm not peaking right now, but I'm feeling pretty good.
Oh no, you peaking. You peaking for sure.
There he is.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to restart my stuff.
Tommy, we could have planned this a little better, sir.
Hey man.
We could have planned these colors a little better, sir.
Aren't you?
Could have planned the gold chain and colors a little better, sir. But
your hair looks better than mine.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, you Gary is saying he was feeling too good.
Yeah, he's feeling not uncharacteristically good, but not mysteriously, but just like,
it's like it's like all of a sudden things are clicking pretty good. So in training, so I'll take it. The first couple of weeks was kind of a slog. So, if I can just maintain this until New York, I'll feel ready to go.
Yeah, man, it's still a long time. So
I know
we got to move this over. This is gonna kill me. We got to separate. We got to separate us too. No, like remember that one, Aaron Anger. Remember last Thursday, I had a workout and I was like, bro, I feel amazing. I crushed that workout. 7 days later, I quit. I backed out of my workout on Thursday.
The yin and the yang of running, right?
Yeah. So Gary, get ready for it.
I'm not having that.
You got that dog in.
Yeah.
You gotta have some up. You gotta have the fluctuations. Like,
yeah, I have it already. I've hit it. I'm ready to go.
He's past it. He's seen it and he's moved past it.
Yeah. So Aaron, I was running with Aaron, Gary, and Ern today, and I'm like, I kept trying to tell him, I was like, hey, look, if you guys are gonna stay around like 750, 740 ish, I'll stay with y'all through through my 16. But if not, then I'm gonna have to do my own thing. I could turn here. And they're like, yeah, we're good. At mile, like, what do you say, Gary? 14, 13? 13 or so. Gary, all of a sudden, unbeknownst to us, started looking at his watch and gets down to like 7:10. And then I had to make a decision. I'm like, I can't do this. Like, I mean, I could, but I'm like, I shouldn't be doing this, So I just let it go.
See, I misunderstood. I thought we were going to turn to get you to 16, and then we were going to finish out the 2. But you just kept running with us. I thought, okay, we'll just keep going.
Wait, Gary, wait, what?
Yeah. I thought you
Gary,
said
we were lost. We were like in Cleveland, Ohio.
I thought you wanted to go. We got onto Rosa Parks to turn to do the 6 mile route. And then you just kept going with us. I thought, oh, cool. Let's go.
Aaron, I've never seen Gary live before.
The whole time.
It was really fun just watching you go through that whole thing, Gary. I appreciate you making that story up for us.
So, being someone that trained pretty much the entire block last time with Gary, I know that he's not a man of his word once he gets going. Gary will look you dead in your face and say, "Oh no, that's fine. We can do that."
Right.
And then 30 minutes later, we're not doing that. So I get it. It's not
I mean,
everybody's
yeah,
perfect.
Gary,
We all have
you're-
our
In my defense, I had 1.5 caffeines with me on me. So
oh my God, bro. So, so did you tell Aaron this?
no, so I went to the Fleet Feet in West Bloomfield, and they only had goo and is it Huma?
Yeah,
Huma,
Huma. Yeah.
which I never had before. It's gross. So
I can respect humor because it's a little crunchy.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
it's
get
got the
that,
chia
but
seeds in it,
strawberry lemonade
right?
was awful. But on the package it said 1 caffeine.
One caffeine, and then like if you get the chocolate one, it says like 3 caffeine or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know what that means,
it
but
made me laugh.
yeah, I tried to
So-
give him. I tried to give him. You can. He was like, no, I'm fine.
I have a funny fuel story about yesterday, right? So I told Elena that I would meet up with her. She had she had a long run, but in her long run, it was 2 by 5 miles at marathon pace. And her marathon pace is like between 9 low and 8 high, right? So I'm like, okay, that's manageable. It's an easy run for me. That's in my easy run range-ish. So I can do that. And so I was just gonna do 8 because I had 8 miles. So I was just gonna do 8 and bail out. But she was in that second rep, and I'm just like, I would feel bad to like abandon her right now because this is where she needs it the most, is at the end of this second rep. So she was like, how you feeling? And I'm like, we were at like mile 9, and I'm like, I'm good. I probably should have brought a gel with me because I wasn't planning on running for this long, but it's all good. And she was like, here, take one of mine. And she gave me a gel, some new gels that she's been experimenting with. I'm not going to say the name but
Yeah, sorry, Huma. Yeah, like,
No, go ahead. You already just humor. What is it?
so she passed me this
Oh.
green gel, this green packet, and I'm like, okay, whatever. This is probably like green apple or like watermelon or something. And I take it, and I'm just like, she was like, oh yeah, that one's supposed to taste like Mountain Dew.
ooh.
And I'm like, I couldn't deal without this.
Wait. What brand is it?
It's a brand called E-Gel.
Who?
E-Gel.
I've not heard of that.
I don't know where she found it. I think it was like maybe a targeted Instagram ad or something. But
It's one of the people that end up in your DMs talking about we'll send you free gel for
no,
real.
I mean, but it has great like macros, like the amount of carbs, and like it has amino acids and all of that stuff in it. Like they did a good job of selling it to her for sure. But Mountain Dew would have been the last flavor I chose, and
Yeah.
it was a very unpleasant surprise.
I just went down a rabbit hole. So if you Google Mountain Dew gel, a lot of stuff comes up. Mountain Dew jelly recipe.
Mountain Dew is a religion in some places in the country, so I
Mountain
understand.
Dew Mountain Dew gummy bears.
It just took it tasted a lot like Mountain Dew. Mind you, I haven't drinking Mountain Dew in at least 10 years.
Yeah.
So it was quite
If you need energy though, like I mean, honestly, this is not a healthy way to get it, obviously, but I mean, there's worse ways I think to get energy. But you drink a Mountain Dew, and you going in whatever direction you want to go in.
I think if I were to have a can of Mountain Dew right now, I'd get nauseous. Like my stomach would just reject that outright.
I don't think so, Gary. Kidneys.
My kidneys would fail, bro. My body would hard reset.
I think that if I drank a Mountain, if I chug a bottle of Mountain Dew right now, I think that you got to chug it. I mean, we're going to talk about this, you got to talk about it the right way. If you're going to down and chug a bottle of Mountain Dew right now, I think that I'd get a lot done, but I'm not sure what I would be like tomorrow.
Mountain Dew is like legal Adderall, bro.
Is it? Yeah, I think we there. Yeah. Yeah. So guys, I got the little thing up here. Ask us anything. Aaron is how many weeks? You're 7 weeks away from your goal race.
Something like that.
Yeah, because I looked it up because it's the week before New York. 8 weeks out from New York for Gary. I'm 2 weeks out from Berlin as of today. So ask us any questions about training, whatever you got. Gary, can we talk about this deer situation really quick?
Yeah, can we? Speaking of being
Yeah.
honest, no, I'm just kidding.
Huh? Oh, speaking of, listen, man, there's nothing wrong. I mean, guys, I mean, come on, you guys have. I've known you guys for long enough. I don't come back from runs make with random stories often,
Often.
ever.
All right, let's go to a clip.
Let's go to the clip.
That's definitely
yeah.
the production team to give us all the time that Tommy has come back from around with a story.
Oh yeah, James said I saw some. Oh my! Oh, come in, no, we ain't doing that. I'm getting rid of that. What did he say? I saw some day this morning. They were saying something about time, but I kept going. We're not. Never mind. We don't have to talk about the deer thing. It's a traumatic experience for me. Okay.
I told you. I would waiting for a deer on my run was right when I had my phone with me, so I could sit and record it and do that. Been waiting for a couple weeks for that. I was so excited.
How come nobody making fun of the two pit bulls that chase Ern?
That's scary.
Ern not on the show.
Ern, he's probably listening. Call in. But remember, no way. There's no way you're getting chased by two pit bulls with no bite to show.
If I see two pit bulls on my next run and I got my phone, I'll do another video. I'd rather do a couple bears because I know how much Ern is afraid of bears. But
dog, I saw that bear reel I shared with y'all with the dude like yelling and trying to kick the bear. Man, that's terrifying though.
Yeah.
Bro, just you can if I run across a bear, just have my heart stop or something. Like don't.
Right. I asked God for that.
Yeah.
No, I don't necessarily, unless it happened like that one guy, like the bear never really touched him and it worked out well for him because he was the only thing that saved him is he was on like a cliff. If he was on flat ground, he was for sure gonna be Leonardo DiCaprio in that one movie.
But don't they say is it black bears? Like they're not really about that, but brown bears will kill you.
No, black and brown bears are not really about they're just protective if you get too close. Grizzly bears are the ones that will go to work.
Aren't grizzly bears have the same color fur as a brown bear? Like how?
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't think in the wild I would be able to discern which is which.
No, I think if you look up black bear and brown bear, like a black bear and a grizzly bear, they look. The size is a crazy difference. And then
hold on, I just happen to have this here. So if I'm in the woods and I see a brown bear and a grizzly bear, I'm supposed to be like this. Hold on.
I'm fine. He's only 5'10".
Oh look, yeah. Running with Sally saw it. Bro was fighting for his life on that cliff. He was doing it. He went to work. I'm proud of whoever that guy was. But yeah, no, I think you'll know. I mean, you'll see a grizzly bear and you know it's a grizzly bear. I think
if I see a bear, I'm gonna react the same way, regardless of what kind of bear it is.
If I see a dog, I'm reacting as the same way that if I saw a grizzly bear. I'm about to look up grizzly bear versus brown bear. We really need somebody. Anybody in the chat right now that wants to volunteer as in we pay you $0 to volunteer. Yeah. Thank you for that reassurance that I was using volunteer correctly. I was just wanted to be super clear that we're not paying you anything. True volunteer work. Pro bono, as the lawyers call it.
Pro bono has always had a weird innuendo to me. Because what is pro?
I don't know why. I don't even know what you're talking about. But
Tucker, you know what I'm talking about.
But if you,
pro bono too.
But if you, what was I saying? Oh, so to join us on the show and handle like when we talk about something, throw in like videos and help us out with like because right now we could be looking up grizzly versus brown bear. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we'd love some help on that. What's that called when somebody does that?
Research? An intern?
Yeah, like like the one on this, like they'd be like, "Hey, can you pull that up, Zach?"
A researcher.
Researcher, yeah. We have actually questions. We actually have questions here. Ready to go, guys?
I got them.
All right, my question is, this is Ashley Redding says, how do you usually carbo load if you do this?
I usually carbo load starting like 4 to 5 days out, and it's usually like baked potatoes or some sort of like potato type dish, or that's just a quick.
Gary, don't lie to the people, Gary. Gary is the most intense carb loader I know. There's been times where I've seen him on Instagram just like eating potatoes.
Devout, like just potatoes,
just vibes. No ketchup, just vibes.
Hey, one time I saw him. He was eating the baked potato out the foil, but without taking the foil off.
Eating a baked potato out the foil like a burrito is crazy. Like I feel like you get locked up for that.
Just like injecting butter into it, just going to work. And
I air fry potatoes with some steak seasoning and all sorts of different potato type dishes. But definitely a few days out, not like the night before though.
All right.
I mean, night before, yeah, but like you got to start carbo loading well ahead of time.
Yeah. Aaron, hit us with the knowledge. Hit us with the science.
So I've tried a few different ways of doing this. Actually, the science is kind of inconclusive on carb loading now. I know it's been such a staple in the distance running community for so long, but from what I understand, most distance runners already eat a very carb heavy diet. So adding more carbs, sure, it could help, but if you're already eating a lot of carbs anyway, just keeping with your normal schedule should be sufficient. If you eat more protein, or like Alexa says, if you cut back on protein, if you eat a lot of protein and fat, me personally, I don't eat meat, so my diet is not as protein rich as maybe some people. So yeah, if you want to get into so there's like a pie chart of how your food is split up from macronutrients. You got your fats, proteins, and your carbs. If you are normally at 60% carbs, 30% protein, and 10% fat, please don't check my numbers on that. You might want to ramp that up to 75% carbs and cut out some of the protein, or maybe even cut out some of the fat, just to try to get a little extra. But I've also tried like going keto for like 5 days out, and then 4 days before the race, just going carb heavy. That I don't think that's a good idea, and I think that's like pseudoscience. But I wanted to give it a try. It was interesting, but I don't think it did much. So yeah, just
I forgot you did that.
Yeah, just being present just being cognizant and being intentional about getting more carbohydrates in the few days leading up, not just the night before, but the few days leading up to the race, could give you a bit of an edge.
I was kind of being silly when I said give me a science. I thought you actually came with it. I appreciate that.
No, if you're gonna give me the alley-oop to be a nerd, I'm a
yeah. Nah, I mean I forgot for a second. But no, I think for me, I think it's for a long time I did. In the beginning, I was like more like, oh yeah, eat a bunch of carbs like the day before. I mean, it probably has some benefit, but you're not really carbo loading. You're just tossing a couple, in there a little bit. It's like barely putting fuel in the tank. But like I just do like start 3-4 days before. I'm already a carb heavy guy anyway, but I just kind of go a little extra crazy with it. And I try to make sure that the carbs aren't just more bread. You know what I mean? Like I try to get a little more aware of like what type of carbs I'm eating, to make sure they're as clean as possible. Because if you start eating a bunch of bread and pasta, it'll probably have adverse effects anyway. So, yeah, just 3-4 days before. All right, no more questions. We got a lot of questions here actually. Mark Vanderkoy says, a serious question: any speed work 400, 800s in taper time in 2 to 3 weeks? So yeah, so for me, and I think all of us really, the next 2 weeks out, or the first taper week, I'll just say it from this way. From the first taper week, typically it's more like 2 mile repeats or something like that, like marathon pace or something like a little longer. And then the week of, it's like 3 by 2 minutes, or a 3x, so probably around that 3x800, or something like that. Something fast, quick turnover. The miles probably that workout day add up to 6 as opposed to like 12, 13, 14 when you're
Right.
in the peak marathon training. So you are getting some turnover and it is faster, but it's not like I've never done 400s. It's always been like around 800, for
Yeah,
that
it's
sustained effort.
like the formula. The training week formula is still the same. It's just the volume is turned way down.
Yeah.
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 So in most of it, well, we've been kind of adhering to Hanson's philosophy for quite some time. And if you read the book, it gives you like the breakdown of the ideas why you shouldn't just jump into a super hard taper 2 or 3 weeks out. I know for the last few blocks, that last big workout is usually 10 days out from the goal race. And then, you still run the same amount of days. You just cut back on volume, but intensity pretty much still the same, not as long. So just less volume, similar intensity. But yeah, 400, 800s could work as well. It's the same. It would be similar to because you're not in the taper. You're not gaining any fitness. They say it takes 3 to 4 weeks for training stimulus to really like show. So you can't really improve your fitness in the taper. What do they say? Like you can't lose a race in the first. You can't lose a marathon in the first few miles, but you can't win a marathon in the first few miles. But you can lose a marathon in the first few miles.
Yeah.
You won't get any more fit in the taper, but you can do the opposite. You might not get less fit, but you can hurt yourself.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's always
you can't get more fit in the taper, but you can get less fit in the taper.
You absolutely can get less fit in the taper.
The goal would be to maintain and get to the finish line healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the goal for a taper. And just rest your leg. I mean, it's resting your legs, healing them up from all the heavy volume you've been doing, but still maintaining, your fitness level to get you ready to go for a race day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I like that. I like that quick turnover right at the end there. Okay, same question. What else we got here? Oh, I think this is a good one. Alexis says, use Featherstone Nutrition's carb calculator. You generally cut back on protein and fat to make room for extra carbs. I like this. Y'all are serious. I just eat some pasta and pizza like 2 days out. Basically.
It ain't that much to it. You know what I'm saying?
Basically. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. Like, if some people eat Pop-Tarts the morning of the race, you know what I mean? Like, and that works for them.
Yeah.
So it's like, it is what it is. Like, whatever works. And the good thing about like doing this is you get to try a bunch of different stuff and see what works,
Yeah. Do what works for you.
So Stephanie said today was my last strength day to until Berlin. I didn't have a strength day really. I guess call it. I just had a nice little workout. I mean, not a workout, a nice little long run. I wasn't supposed to be messing around with Gary and Ern anyway, but it just worked out that way. I thought about it a couple times, like, if I ruin my race right now, ramen. Okay. If they had more ramen restaurants, like real ramen restaurants.
I don't think you mean ramen restaurant, bro.
I'm just saying.
I
think he's talking about out the pack. Out the was it Manchurian?
Yeah. My daughter loves that. She do that every day.
Kids love it.
I know. I feel bad. Like, I know how good it was, like when I was young or whatever. It's so much sodium in them things, but like, I feel bad giving it to them, but they love it so much, man. There's not much more joy than like seeing a kid reach in the microwave and take out a steaming hot bowl of ramen out of a bag. You know,
I've never been a ramen guy.
Never?
Ramen pack, no.
Duh, I would have.
My dad was old school, bro. Like, older people, they wasn't rocking. Like, I didn't even know what ramen was till high school.
That's so surprising to me.
No, I didn't touch ramen until college. I had no idea.
Yeah, I didn't know. And then I tried it. And I'm like, what? I don't get the hype.
I mean,
We was broke, but we was eating Popeyes.
We was broke, but my dad cared about me.
We wasn't that broke, bro. We was eating neck bones.
ramen might be good for like a post-run meal, for that sodium.
I mean, yeah.
Sodium, a little bit of carbs.
I got ramen up. I got some ramen upstairs. I might go to work on then. No, I can't. The packs ain't vegan.
I seen people eat I definitely wasn't no ramen in the microwave because people I seen people put ramen in the microwave for like 12 minutes. Like, you turning that into like it's not even food no more, bro. Like, why do you have this?
Come out like gelatin,
bro. Like it come out in one mass. I'm like, y'all, what is this?
No, so
that's mush.
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna tell it. Was my mom on here?
12 minutes in the microwave, bro. That just sounds like a
I don't think my mom on
$400 electric bill.
I said it earlier. 12 minutes in the microwave is burnt ramen.
I don't think a microwave can burn anything though.
That's what I'm saying.
It just turned into liquid.
No, a microwave can burn something. I done burned some ramen in.
That's crazy.
So I was getting fancy and putting like cheese in there and all that.
Oh, you was putting a slice of cheese on the top?
No, like yeah,
so on the top.
Yeah, no.
You put the Velveeta on top.
It was like. I asked my mom was on here. She said yes. It was like that jailhouse vibe, like where
you was on
cheese in there.
Yeah,
cook up with butter.
You cutting up a Slim Jim in there? You crazy, bro? Insane.
Yeah, that's funny. Hold on. Yeah, people, we got so. Okay, there's another question about running though. I was gonna stick on food for a second. James said, "How many times do you go 18 plus during a training block for a marathon?"
4?
Yeah,
I think
4.
I think me and Gary did like four last time.
So I was supposed to do 16 today, and I did. Where we end up doing 18 today,
18.
Gary? I wasn't supposed. So So with that one, I think maybe it's 5 times, maybe.
Yeah,
but that depends. I would say it depends. If it's your first marathon block, then probably once.
Maybe.
If that.
Maybe. Yeah.
But
if the Hanson's plan, it's never.
Yeah. If you've been around the block, no pun intended, a few times, then maybe you can kind of mess with it a little more. But if it's your first time, if you've never ran 18 plus miles before, then you probably shouldn't do it more than once. Like it should probably just be if you do it one time, but if you can knock it out in under 3 hours. So
I think and then because you guys have been doing like Sunday workout long runs for a while. So
brother, bro. Shout out my older brother, bro.
That's what's up. What up, older brother?
Salute, bro. Salute. What's your favorite time to run? This is a great question, actually.
Hey, so I'll answer for everybody. Okay, is that fair? Can I do that? Okay.
Sure.
Me and Gary's favorite time probably to run, like on a Sunday in particular, probably like 9-10 o'clock ish or whatever. Aaron leans a little more towards the like getting up, like maybe like he would rather get out like 7 o'clock ish in the morning, and then, but he's a team player and he meets us at 9 or 8 even.
I'm an evening runner. I'm not a morning person in the slightest. I think I've covered that plenty of times on the show. Actually, that I don't like waking up early. I have a real job, and
what is this?
Mark is a different.
Oh, Mark's done big workouts at 5 a.m.
Mark wake up at 4:30 in the morning on Monday to do a workout. Mark is literally the like person that people think you say. Whenever I tell somebody I'm a runner, they assume I'm like Mark. Oh, you must wake up super early before you go to work and run.
He's giving us all a bad name.
I would never do that.
He's giving us all a bad name.
Winston says 6 or 7 is such a great time to get out there on a Sunday. 6 or 7 p.m. for sure. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that.
Y'all crazy. No, y'all crazy though. 5 a.m. is the best. Okay, listen.
What? Please.
Okay, people, I answered this question.
Explain to me what makes 5 a.m. a great time to run.
It's gonna be the rest. It's gonna be that it's really peaceful. It's quiet, and then when you're done,
really peaceful and quiet at 5 a.m. on a Sunday morning, the bed.
So But like it's gotta be okay. 5 a.m. I do like running in the morning. On the weekends, on the weekdays, I'm not getting up because that would require I got to get up at 5, like be out the door at 5, and I'm not doing that, But if I can get up, if I can start around at 7 or 8, I'm down with that on the weekends for sure. But I need this question answered though. So people that saying 5 o'clock, what time do you get up
Winston
to run
said
a
the
5?
sunrise makes you feel extra special. If
I
I
can
wanted
see
to feel
that.
extra special, bro, I would
All right.
I don't even got a good joke.
Let's
No,
get out.
it's something. It's something, bro.
No, but for the 5 o'clock people, what time does that mean you gotta wake up? If you
What
wake,
time
if
does
you
your alarm
set
go
your-
off?
yeah,
For
what time
you
is
to
your
make
alarm?
a 5 a.m.
Right. Like, are you still doing a full on like dynamic routine in the morning before you get going? Do you have a breakfast, some coffee? Like is it 4:30 out the door or
So Alexis, 5
What
a.m.
time
is
do you
great
go
for
to-
avoiding traffic to stop at lights and all of that.
4:15 in the morning.
I run with Gary sometimes, and we don't avoid traffic.
Nope.
We are the traffic. They have to avoid us.
Not allowed. Yep.
4:15 a.m.
See, that's my thing. I wouldn't be able to do that though. If I was trying to be out the door at 5, like my process I need to be up at 4 or 3:45.
I saw that.
This is my Bible. Hey, this is my Bible, bro. I'm not waking up earlier than I have to for work to run on my day off. This is the Bible. Why would I wake up on a designated day that I do not have to work earlier than I wake up to go to work? It doesn't make sense. You can't rationalize that in my mind. I wake up every day at 7:30 to get to the office by whenever I'm supposed to be at work. I don't want to wake up before 7:30 on the weekends.
All right, Stephanie
What?
though.
4:30 a.m. alarm for easy miles at 5 a.m.
What was my question? What time do you go to bed? What time do you go to bed?
If you wake up at 4:30, you have to be in the bed by 9.
Yeah.
Like it's not.
That's hard.
You gotta be 8.
That's
Stephanie, what time you go to bed?
My kids don't go to bed at 8.
All right. The most enjoyable part of running in the morning is coming back to and knowing my still sleeping family members with my post-run happiness. Okay,
I don't have a family.
No, but that's the reason.
I get to come home and just sit there and be alone.
So you
and
say I'm a come
sleep because I'm adrenaline all high because I ran like a. Look, I'm very passionate about this, guy.
Huh? Oh, okay. Yeah. Mark has like said he had to go because he had to run in the morning. So yeah, Mark be sleep at 9.
Me and T Davis, we got the same schedule. We share the same schedule.
On an early night, Aaron.
On an early night, no cap.
Yeah, no, Aaron is straight up night owl though, because
Yeah.
If you text Aaron at 1:30, is a chance he gonna answer.
Cause I be up. I be up, bro. I be doing stuff. I be moving and shaking.
See, I'm in bed by 8:30.
See, I don't think I'm mature enough yet. Maybe when I have a kid. I mean, not the way y'all be talking, but maybe when I have a family and some children and a routine that is a little more like a normal human being.
Nope.
Then
ain't gonna happen. You got kids and you go to bed at 8:30. I don't
8:30 is really tough.
I don't understand that.
8:30 is really tough. Like unless your kids are like super programmed and they're like, oh no, like they're the ones that are like done by 8, then 8:30 is almost impossible.
I'd almost guarantee that one of my kids
8:30 is dinner time.
Facts. I get off at 5 o'clock, bro.
Hey, T Davis,
if I try to go to sleep by 8:30, that means I get 3 hours of time for myself, and I gotta cook dinner. I gotta eat dinner. I gotta scroll on TikTok. Like, bro, it's just
I gotta scroll on TikTok.
I'm required to scroll on TikTok, bro. It has to happen.
I'm required to scroll on TikTok. It's crazy.
Eating dinner at 8:30 is wild. I don't think so.
I mean, no, I'm not gonna say it's wild.
I don't think so. If you eat dinner at 6 o'clock, that's wild. Because I'm gonna be
If
hungry again before it's time to sleep, and then now I'm eating midnight snacks.
eating, yeah, see, that's the problem. Yeah. If you eat at 6, you ain't going to sleep another 8 hours.
You know what I'm saying? This
You
is
like-
this is midday.
Midday.
Aaron eating lunch at 5 p.m. That was wild.
Look, I eat my lunch at 2. All right, let me tell y'all how this thing goes, right? Usually I get off work at 5 o'clock.
Mhm.
I run after work, and I'll either go to the group run that's 30 minutes away from me. I haven't been meeting Tommy and Gary much lately because they've been running in the morning. But when I would go meet them, and they're 30 minutes away from me, and we would run for an hour and change. So by the time I'm done running and back home, it's 9 o'clock already, and I haven't even eaten dinner. So I still gotta prep food for the next day. I still gotta eat dinner. I still have to wash my nasty running body, and I'm still required to scroll on TikTok. Like how do I can't make that work. I can't make that work.
The funny part is the requirement. After all that, then I got to do TikTok.
Like the Xi Jinping, he said I had to scroll on TikTok.
Then I got to check emails all night.
now I'm going through all the emails, bro. It's over, bro. And don't let me have some deadlines I got to hit for designs, because now I'm up till 2 a.m. trying to be creative.
Hey man, you got to do what works for you. How many likes are we at on the? Y'all,
We giving away shoes today, y'all. We didn't even mention that.
We're giving away a shoe today. We're giving away a shoe today for the people that entered into the Summer of Speed PR project. Today is the second to last shoe giveaway. The last shoe giveaway will be after I return back from Berlin. So go ahead, like this.
Look, I need at least an hour break after putting my son to bed around 8 o'clock, off duty from parenting before I go to bed. And guess what she be doing? Scrolling on a sofa, right? I bet.
No, I get it, because I'm the same way. I am scrolling on TikTok when my kids go to bed, or putting my kids back to bed, or scrolling on TikTok. Yeah, no, I get it.
Y'all ever looked up and you realize that you haven't moved for like an hour, and you just been on your phone?
Yeah.
And it not even like researching anything, just like lost. One time I told Gary, I was going up the steps, and I went to go, like, you ever like done 3 steps to stretch, or something like that? Like you gone up higher. I did this 3-step stretch thing, right? And I had my left foot up and my right foot way down, and somehow I got stuck there. And I was on my phone probably for 20 minutes in that same position on my stairs, just on my phone.
You want me to tell you why that's not crazy?
You mentioned McConnell.
Wow.
That was not very nice. I should do that.
That's crazy.
I did though. I did.
You want me to tell you why that is not like crazy?
Mm-hmm.
So people say y'all get too lost in them phones. It didn't used to be like this. All of that, right?
Yeah.
But there is another screen that the generation before us would get lost in just as much.
Was it the TV?
The TV, bro. You watch a 90-minute movie and you don't move. You just sit there and fully ingratiate yourself into this film. You lose 90 minutes.
I don't know.
What's the difference
I feel
between
like
that and my phone?
I feel like the difference between that and the phone is like, granted that sitting watching movies is a waste of your time. But
Not a waste. It's just a way of entertaining yourself.
Right. It's
I'm just saying, like, I've watched movies. I've watched
and before that, it was churning butter or whatever they used to do back in the day. It was always something.
Yeah, don't just guess. Ask Gary what it was.
Plain Jacks.
You over here stipulating. We got the man right here.
Plain Jacks. Chase paper.
Playing bottle caps.
Listen,
Yes. Yeah.
listen. But like,
How tipping?
the reason why sometimes I feel like I'm not gonna say, I'm always gonna say, like, if there's something you're supposed to be doing, then anything's a waste of time. Like, you need to be doing the thing that you're supposed to be doing, right? But outside of that, sometimes listening to radio is funny.
Man, Orson Welles, he used to have a radio.
Just imagine sitting still, just listening to the radio for an hour.
Bro, if you listen to any of those old sports stories from the early, like the early 1900s, that's what they was doing, bro. I heard Ted Williams when he had 3 homers in the game. I was sitting next to my radio. Like, that's what they was doing, bro. They was listening to
Right. Why did
the
funny part is, why did they have to sit next to it? It's out loud. Like, just move around, do something.
No, they didn't have Dolby Digital back then, bro. They had.
But I guess like when I judge myself about it though, is because like I can, if I spend that 30 minutes, if I spend an hour on like Instagram, like it was not really often that I could refer back to like what I was just doing. You know what I'm saying?
Huh?
I mean, granted, I've never been stuck in the stairs like that before.
No, that's kind of weird to
Yeah.
get in a standing position.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
it was. I was like, okay, I gotta chill. I was mitched.
A lot of my humor, a lot of my references comes from I was raised from the internet, bro. So
Yeah.
it gives me a lot of social ammunition to use when I need to navigate spaces. So in essence, this is actually like a positive for me. This is a net positive for me. I need 33 minutes in the bathroom scrolling, feet sleeping all.
That is an oddly specific number.
Y'all want to know? Yeah, if y'all want to know why I'm ever late to a run, it's this right here, like, bro. Because I can't do the run thing. You know what I'm saying? I need to do the thing before I can go to the run.
Yeah.
So, and normally, and I just end up sitting there too long, man.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh man, if I was trying to say, I don't know what. So I'm not gonna say what. So Joe sent me a picture. I'm gonna send it to y'all. Joe sent me a picture, and it was like, bro, this is when I was whatever. This is the Joe that nobody need to see. And I was like, bro, I couldn't imagine if we had cell phones, but if they had smartphones like what we have now in like 2002 to 2007, I don't know where I'd be. I would not be sitting in front of you here today. There's no way. Because it's dangerous, bro. It's crazy.
I don't really know. I don't know adulthood without a smartphone. So
wait, what?
Smartphones has been a thing for my entire adult life, so I don't really
like
know.
Smart.
Yeah, I had an Android. I had a Galaxy, and like
your first phone was your Galaxy?
No, not my first phone. My first phone was a Razr, but that was in high school.
Razr.
But like as an adult, like smartphones popped off. What 2000? I would say like 2009,
2009ish, 10.
Something like that. Yeah.
I was 20, bro. I was 19 or 20. So
Jeez.
my whole adult life has been with a smartphone in my hand.
Man,
and I've always been like early on technology. So like I was doing stuff on my phone that people didn't know you could do on your phone yet. Like I was already knee deep into social media.
So you skipped over BlackBerry and went right to iPhone or whatever.
So I never had a BlackBerry. I had a Sidekick for a long time.
Oh, the Sidekick, the little stupid thing with the flip up.
Yeah. I wasn't mature enough to have a BlackBerry. I wanted.
Yeah, BlackBerry was definitely an age thing.
Yeah. BlackBerry was for people that were a little more mature. I was pulling out my Sidekick and flipping that joint open. It was lit.
Yeah, and you was just doing it for no reason in front of people just to do it.
Yeah, just to let them know, like, look, I got a Sidekick, bro. Like there's cultural cachet to this phone.
Like the Nextel chirp, you just make the little noise for no reason. Hey, chirp me,
bro.
Tell your friend, hey, chirp me in a second, bro. Chirp me in a minute. I'm about to be around.
Bro, it was a walkie-talkie. You couldn't
even walkie-talkie. Yeah, thank you.
It was terrible. It was. I understand the concept if you like on a work site, a construction site or something. But bro, just call them.
Yeah, you can't have a conversation with a walkie-talkie.
Ernst said, don't forget about the Nextel era. The Nextel era was lit.
Yeah, I had a 730 for sure.
But yeah, so my first phone. What was your first phone? You said what was a Sidekick? I mean, a Razr.
No, I had a phone before that. It was like a little slide up Virgin Mobile minute phone?
Oh yeah, the little yeah. My first phone was a Nokia.
Yeah,
I had a Nokia, but it wasn't active. I just played Snake on it all the time.
Now, Gary,
same.
Hey, I bet if you found that Nokia right now, you can still turn it on.
My first phone
was
had
a brick.
one of them 20-foot long cords.
Gary pulled up with the convertible with it pulled the
It was
antenna
on
out.
the wall. It was like an olive green, and
Alexis,
You didn't have a rotary?
that's funny. The brick Nokia.
Hey, one of my cousins had that when I was little. I was baffled that it still existed.
my kids
What?
don't know what it is.
Oh yeah, my granny had the one. I used to love calling people.
Yo, it was lit though. Like
Yeah, that's crazy.
it's like scratched the itch like deep down in your brain for some reason. Just like how it spun back around. It was ASMR before ASMR was a thing.
Yeah, like if you and it was like I'm sure all DJs probably started there. Like, oh snap, you know what I'm saying? But for real though, like it was like something. It's like going back in a time machine. If you could just, take 20 minutes to dial one number, that was crazy.
Hey, and I ain't gonna lie, they've yet to replicate like hanging up on somebody with a house phone. It ain't the same with pressing a button.
Yeah, press the button. It's just like,
down in somebody's face. Very.
If you hanging up on people nowadays, they can find out a minute later that you hung up because they still talking or whatever. If you hang up on somebody back in the day, they heard it.
The tone.
The tone, but they heard it because you hitting the plastic before you hang up. That's what's crazy.
But you got to make sure when you hang up on somebody angrily that you hang up.
Let's go. Let's go. Gary, Gary, did you have the phone that came in a suitcase?
No, I'm not a spy, or am I? Yeah. Actually, I have a different story about that later. I can't tell this on this one, but anyway, I got asked something at the gas station this week that I can't repeat, but I was like, I could be in the CIA for sure. Anyway,
what did you get asked, Gary? Say it in German. Say it in German. I could do it.
I was asked if I spoke a certain language. I was like, no, but thanks for asking. Yeah. Anyway, no, I never had a car phone.
Are we looking for a phone sponsor?
We're looking for any sponsor.
I mean, okay, honestly, if you could have a phone sponsor, what phone sponsor would it be? Apple, right?
No,
automatic.
If it's a phone sponsor, it'll be a phone company, right?
It would be a phone company, right? Isn't Apple a phone company?
It would be like Verizon.
Oh, like AT&T.
Yeah,
I guess that's a phone company. Yeah, I'm an AT&T guy.
I've been with T-Mobile since 2007.
I'm Verizon, so
wow.
Yeah,
I've literally, other than Virgin Mobile, when I was minute phoning it out, I've never had a different phone provider than T-Mobile.
Did you ever have Metro?
People don't care about this. No, I wasn't. I wasn't. I was struggling, but I wasn't struggling like that.
God, people don't care about this. They the reason why we still talking about it. They keep talking about stuff.
Nokia.
It's like you had to unscrew the antenna before the car wash. See this? I don't even know if they want us to talk about running, but I like this. I like this one though a lot here. This could be the new segment. Running bathroom scrolling brought to you by PR Project and UCAN. There's a ring.
You need energy when you in there making your thumb go up and down like that. Hey yo,
there's a ring to that. Oh, remember Palm Pilot?
Nokia brick phone on a belt clip is nasty work. Absolutely, bro. Any phone on a belt clip is nasty work.
Gary, just tell the truth. Gary used to have that phone. Aaron, Gary used to have that phone with the leather case. You know what I'm talking about?
with the plastic, for the button screen. That's disgusting.
Did you?
No.
It was clipped to your belt. Oh my god.
Yeah, I might have that somewhere.
Oh my god.
What if I have that? I'll look for it. I'll put it on my Instagram page. Gary is a runner.
Alexis had a baby blue pager in high school. That's crazy.
Man. I used to page myself sometimes.
My dad had a pager because he worked at a hospital.
That's what he told you.
No, it's crazy because
Oh,
he used to
back
be
in the
on
day.
call, bro. They used to page his phone. I mean, they used to hit him on the
Oh, yeah.
pager when he had to come to work when he was on call on the weekends because they needed. I'm like, bro, don't
Yeah, you
don't
can't
ever
even-
think my job should never think that they have a direct line to me when I'm not there.
Yeah, the funny part is when they hand you something like that. That's how the corporate world do it. Really, if they hand you that phone or that pager or whatever, they make you feel so important. Like, oh, bet I made it. But all they did was just make you work double and not
Right.
get paid.
This
See?
man used to throw his fit on, go to work. I used to be like, bro, I couldn't imagine waking up in the morning thinking I had a day off and then I gotta go into work. It's terrible, bro. It's terrible.
Hey, that would not work for running either, though. Because imagine just like thinking you had a day off, and all of a sudden you gotta like you on your run, and then they paid you. They said they basically hand you that and say you no longer have a life.
Yeah, you are a slave to whenever we need you.
So, and if you don't answer, it could be a problem.
Yeah, I think he had to return. I think he had to return the call within an hour.
Yeah,
Nasty.
I did the after hours contact for my job for like 3 years, bro. And I would be at dinner or somewhere out. I had to go, and it was an ego thing too. Like it would be a family function or something like that, and I'm like, I gotta go take this.
All right, back to running.
All right, back to running.
Says,
Right.
have any of you taken time off during a marathon build? I have a hip flexor injury that I'm told to take a full week off of running. I will defer to my counterparts on this one because I've never done this.
Yeah. So I have taken time off during the training block. Take the time. Don't rush it back. Use the time. Use all the energy and focus that you would have during the training block. If you're running, use all that focus and time to recover. Like, don't just take this as like, oh, I'm down, I can't run. So, okay, I'm not running right now. So what can I do to make this better? So focus that energy to what you're dealing with now and recover like a champion, really. So that's my advice.
Get well soon.
Yeah.
And I've seen people say that your time off shouldn't be, I forgot how they say it, but you should be actively rehabbing. So if you can't, so if you're having a hip flexor injuries, that doesn't take away from you could be doing other things. You could be doing some upper body work. You could be doing some mental work. Just setting aside some time to dedicate to your running practice, even though you can't run at the moment. So
sleep. Sleep
yeah.
too, like because running. I mean, honestly, like running does it will mess up your sleep. Like when instead of waking up at 5 a.m. or like running in the evening and it makes you stay up till 11 because you got to wind down. Like use that time that you're not doing that to focus on that, and then also like family. This could be a little blessing or some reprieve in the middle of the marathon training block. And yeah, skipping the half marathon next weekend is a great idea. It's going to seem like you're missing out on something. It's going to seem like, oh, that's not even going to play out the way that you think it is.
And from one runner to another, this is a great opportunity for you to catch up on all of your laundry. Because I know I constantly am building a mountain of laundry every day when I run. So you'll actually have an opportunity to wash all of your running clothes, every piece, every sock, every shirt, every pair of pants, half tights, full tights, shoelaces, hats, gloves, whatever. You can literally do all of that in this week. And then it's like you starting fresh because now you get to go to wherever you keep your clothes, you open a drawer and you like, I literally have endless options. Everything here is clean.
For some weird reason, I feel like Alexis like has everything clean already. It's already all folded up. She's like, wait, what's happening?
All of that. Yeah,
you just told her that there's another way. She didn't even realize that you can just let it happen. Yeah. So, was it? Oh man, you said something that was like, yeah, socks. I was gonna. Every time we say socks on the show, I think of Alexis now. I was at Fleet Feet and they had a little basket of socks.
I was at Fleet Feet. There didn't anything inside.
How much y'all want for these socks right here?
Hey, These socks look like somebody washed them once.
I give
Half
you
off.
$2. I give you $2.
Yeah, come in with just $2, 2 singles. What can I get with these? You can get these socks that Alexis ain't bought yet. But yeah, so let's let us pray. Oh no, battery.
Damn, Tommy.
So I think Tommy was trying to move into the shoe giveaway portion. We
Yeah,
are
I
at
think so.
17 likes. We need 3 more likes. 3 more likes to get to 20 likes, and then we'll do the shoe giveaway. If you guys are interested in a free pair of On Running shoes, some people have one already. Is this our last? Is this our last giveaway for the summer?
No, next one.
Okay,
After
so our
earlier.
second to the last giveaway. So you got 2 more
So-
cracks at it if you haven't received a pair of shoes.
Mark said NYC Marathon is the qualifying times listed for New York City automatic, and if you hit the time,
I think it is.
I think it's guaranteed entry.
Yeah.
all of them have a guaranteed entry option. They're just more aggressive than
Right. Like Tokyo's 232.
Tokyo is way more like the thing. Okay, so like the thing about Boston, like I think that some people, I'm not like preaching to y'all, but I think sometimes like people think of like, oh, Boston like super hard to qualify for. I mean, it is, but there's other races that are equally or harder to qualify for, like Tokyo and
New York. The standards for New York are more
aggressive, right?
than
Yeah,
Boston.
they're faster. Yeah.
But the thing is about Boston is there is no lottery. The rest of them there's a lottery.
Yeah.
Tokyo is
and
really
also the Boston standards aren't guaranteed entry.
Right.
Right.
New
not
York,
guaranteed.
if you hit the standard for New York, you're in.
Right, because there's no buffer because there's only a certain amount of spots for that. Well, no, then they lottery out the rest of the spots. But is it 70,000 people?
Yeah. I mean, which Boston's only 30,000. I don't know what the other ones are.
Boston's only 30, but then
And
only
Chicago's-
25 of those will be our qualifying times.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just lied, bro. I'm looking it up.
What?
It says the limited number of spots for runners who meet the standard is in a non-New York Road Runners race has now reached capacity. Runners who do not gain entry to the event through this method were automatically moved to the drawing.
Mm.
So at some point they hit their max on.
Yeah, so I don't know if you see Alexis mentioned that you have to like do it right away, which is what I did. So when I entered New York, I did like the day it was like day 1 or day 2.
Yeah, so you can't mess around. You got to get in there.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like
So, real quick, though, for those of you who have qualified or got a BQ, tomorrow opens up registration for Boston for the week of registration. So
don't miss. We had a friend that missed.
Yeah, we have a friend that missed. So don't be that friend.
I was not gonna go back.
We had the discussion today at home, but I think we are going to go ahead and go.
You gonna
back.
go?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. I'll go.
If one of y'all want me to run for y'all, I'll do it.
Yeah. You know what? I want to be at mile 21, cheering instead of running.
You could be cheering for Tommy Runs for mile 21.
Go, Tommy! And they're like, wait, what?
I'm just playing, guys. We do not
we
viewing or wearing anyone else's bib other than your own.
We learned. I didn't know anything about it. We learned from Matt Choi. He told us how to do it the right way.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sign up for Chicago.
Honestly, though, that whole Matt Choi thing was funny with that race, but I was just thinking about it just when I was joking about saying it. You know how many people learned like to not even think about doing it or even just saying, oh, they won't care. He made sure that everybody knows that they care. You can't run with somebody else's bib, especially if you're fast enough to run a sub 3. Do not do it. If you're gonna do it, run 5 hours.
Yeah, and don't run the Mexico City Marathon ever.
What?
I just don't understand how they could disqualify 11,000 people.
11,000.
How big is the Mexico City Marathon? Like how many people do they have there?
And that's not even the first time they've had mass disqualifications.
Oh, people were taking the city transit and cheating, right?
Yeah.
Taxi cabs, all kinds of stuff. What's the? You just want the medal that bad?
No, listen. Think about this though. You know how tough it is to get a damn Uber after like the New York City Marathon or Boston Marathon. Like it's impossible to get an Uber. How are they doing this during the marathon? It's impossible to
I
get
don't know.
a taxi.
I think those numbers were inflated. I think that was a
It
headline.
cannot happen. It's
Because
11,000.
it says in 2021 there was 10,000 finishers.
It's almost like every one of those 11,000 had like a friend waiting like in an alley buying their car.
It says in 2023, approximately 11,000 of the 30,000 entrants were disqualified for not completing the required distance.
No.
In 2017, 5,806 entrants were disqualified. Then in 2018, 3,090 entrants were. So people just go. It might just be a thing. Like, let me see if I can pull one over on Mexico City. Maybe that's just, or maybe the elevation just make people like do crazy things.
I don't know, man. I mean, maybe they just cut the course. Like, I mean, I saw somebody said they all cut the course. Maybe they just cut through, because
But I feel like if 11,000 people do it, that's on the race for not marking.
Right. Yeah, it's not like 11,000 people cheaters. It's just a poorly set up course.
Imagine they say go, and then everybody just goes in different directions.
Like we don't know where to go. Maybe that's the Mexico City Marathon is an adventure course. It's like pick your own adventure.
As long as you get to this, I don't care what the mileage is it took you to get here. Whoever get here first.
Maybe, yeah. I think maybe Mark's onto something. Maybe it's like a scavenger hunt, and they're all like spreading out trying to find the different whatever.
I'm starting to think, like I said, there's a lot of shady people in one place. I'm starting to feel like the Mexico City Marathon is the shady people. Everybody that probably ran that race, like, what? Like, nobody got disqualified. I bet it's a made up story just to get attention for the Mexico City Marathon. Next thing you know, they're gonna be in Gary's DMs talking about, hey Gary, we heard that you got a headlamp sponsorship, and we want you to come down and run the race. Like this is a PR stunt. I'm telling you.
I didn't know Mexico City was an international marathon.
Is it?
Does that mean they run back into the United States? Maybe some people couldn't get through the border because the wall.
Mexico City is over near the border.
It isn't.
Somebody said it's an international race.
Huh.
Okay, there's way too. Oh, hold on. There's way too many jokes flying through my head about this right now. Let's move on to the next subject.
Okay.
How many likes we at?
We'll not get canceled.
How many
we are at 20 likes. Let's give away some shoes, man.
All right, cool.
An hour.
Who's doing the thing? Oh, me.
All right. If there's 1,000 runners around me going left, I'm going left too.
Right.
Winston, I know you're black. I know you're a black person because that's how we do things. If you see somebody running, you don't ask no questions, bro. You just run with them.
All right, so let's see what we got here. All right. So we're gonna do the giveaway. My best.
I seen a Hanson's athlete at a Trader Joe's today. I wasn't sure which one it was though.
Here we go. Let's do the giveaway.
All right, there we go.
All right.
Hey, so shout out Mystical.
What?
He once said, "I'm colder than a lion with no hair. If you see me in the forest in a fight with a grizzly bear,
help the bear." He stole that from Ali.
Yeah, but that was like the most viral vine of all time. It was so lit. He was freestyling. He really thought he was going crazy.
Just out here stealing people. He really going crazy now.
Oh no, he ain't got no moral compass.
All right, here we go, guys. Let me get a drum roll. You should give away one of those right now.
I don't think this is the audience. Drum roll.
So this is the giveaway for the On Cloud Monsters, On Cloud Surfers. Who is the winner of the week?
Ooh, almost Kathleen Bailey. Oh, she in there.
Kelly Cannon, you are the winner. Kelly Cannon. Make sure you tap in with us. Send us, DM us your information. I don't think Kelly's in this right now, but DM us. Say what up. all that stuff. Tell us what shoe you want, what shoe size, and all that good stuff. And I'm gonna stop sharing. Man, today was an interesting show.
I
Yeah,
think it's the least we talked about running in the show since we started.
we got Bears, Carbs,
Bears,
Mexico.
Bears, carbs, Mexico.
phones.
Cell phone technology.
Yep. Oh, in morning wake ups.
Maybe running.
Circadian rhythm.
I mean, we talked about running with the waking up for a run.
It's loosely tied to running, we'll say.
But I'm saying though, if I was running and I saw a bear,
Oh, fun fact. I looked this up while we were going. It says
dying.
bears are unusually slow. And they can only run in short bursts up to 40 km and 4 km per hour, but they can only hold it for a little bit. So if you can avoid that bear for if you can get your first step and make that bear, you know what I'm saying, you might be straight. I don't know what I think 40 kilometers an hour translates to maybe 22, something
22.
like that.
That's I don't
18.
care. That is so fast, bro. They're trying to make it, that's so fast. 26.
I mean, think about when you go past one of those signs that like the speed limit signs with the radar.
But you're not sprinting though.
But yeah,
So
bears are as quick as horses, but horses can run for a much longer time.
Yeah.
So I think it's like a cheetah. A cheetah's can run like 60 miles per hour or whatever.
But they can only hold that for
zigzag.
Yeah.
So if you can do it, ole, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta make that cheetah touch earth. You gotta hit him with some Barry Sanders work.
Right. If you could Barry Sanders, you're good. But the problem with a bear though, that I would be more scared of, is I'm not sure if my first move is quick enough to not catch like a paw, because it's not just gonna run at you normal to bite. It's gonna come at you like a
and them paws hit you because they sharp as knives and they swinging like with the power of
70 Mike Tyson.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. I mean, I think
more of the story is that we shouldn't just run. We should just not run where bears are.
I've only ran into the present, well, not the presence, but in bear areas a few times in my life.
Where?
Tennessee, out in the Smoky Mountains. Yeah, they got bears.
I think those are grizzlies, ain't no? I think
mostly they got them little black bears, I think.
So they know where grizzlies are. So it's not like grizzlies just be everywhere there's trees. Like they know where they live.
Yeah. It's like mountain lion. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to just run into mountain lion. You're not going to happen upon mountain lion without knowing that mountain lion might be around.
Right. It's not like, oh wow, we run on the DeQuinder cut. It's all two mountain lions. Man, come on, no. This is terrifying. Grizzly bears have a top speed of 35 miles per hour. That is
how long? Like for how
long? It doesn't matter.
A bear could close the distance on you in
so fast,
less than 100 meters if it can run 35 miles an hour, and it could be on the other side of the track. It's gonna be on your head in no time.
Because you can't even get close to matching that. It's not like we can run 25.
Go ahead, say what you're about to say, Gary.
What is that?
He's like, it don't matter, bro. I'm built different. I got that dog in me.
No, I don't run where bears are.
We trying to prepare you.
For what?
You don't never know.
If you go run with Alexis in the Pacific Northwest, there are bears around the trails here and cougars.
Well,
and a cougar is mountain lion, right?
Gary, we about to be traveling for running and stuff in random spots. Like honestly, like I'm not like I was just in the California that race or whatever, and it had a sign that had like bears. Like it had a bear sign. You know what I'm saying? Like I never, ever, ever, ever thought I would be running and have to think about a bear until you there and you running.
That's not true because we was doing Run for Bruise that one time and we definitely was talking about the bear.
What bear?
Oh.
Gary got it. Gary got it. You know the TV show The Bear? We were talking about that on Run before.
So I saw the ad for that because now I got Hulu Plus. So Gary, I'm gonna start watching The Bear.
I think you're gonna like it.
I think I will too.
Yeah.
Duh, this is not what we doing.
Oh, they're
That's
really
okay.
fast. Oh
Okay.
man, and they're angry.
You found a video. You found a video of a deer making a funny noise. They do make weird noises at people.
That was hilarious.
No, you said it was terrifying, and it was.
Both. It
All
could be
right.
both.
That deer gonna have to show me his brain only this big, bro.
That don't mean that it can't make weird noises and scary.
I feel like if I catch a deer with that right hook, you know what I'm saying, to that deer cranium, I'm good.
I've never wished anything bad on anybody, but Mark is like, run, Tommy, run. Mark, on your run tomorrow morning at 5 a.m., a deer gonna mess with you. I'm telling you, watch. It's gonna be some deer karma.
All of a sudden you're running the street. All of a sudden you can hear this.
That would be the scariest sound, bro. If you're running it, you just
5 in the morning, no street lights.
All you look back, all you see is like deer eye, like glowing in the dark.
And maybe so the antlers are gleaming off from the moonlight. Yeah.
This is getting worse. Oh man. All right, Mark, have fun with that run tomorrow.
It's deer season soon. We're gonna take Tommy out hunting.
I think this might be revenge because my grandfather used to go hunting a lot, and so we used to have deer all the time.
That deer sausage that they used to eat, bro. Come back to hunting.
That's why I went vegan. So like, I'm not. Hey, look, man, that's my past life, bro. I ain't had nothing to do with your new cousins, you know.
This nigga ain't my father. No.
All right. See y'all next week. Congratulations, Kelly. See y'all later.